Hello everyone, welcome to the wine review. I'm Ryan the Wine Guy, bringing you today a really special wine, Gran Caus. I'm really not sure actually how to pronounce it, but this is what it looks like. Get a load of this, zoom in on that. 2006 wine from Spain, 14% alcohol. I mean, this one's a relatively expensive wine, like around 40-50 bucks. Gosh, I should know how much we sell this for. Since the average price is 30, we might sell it for a little bit more, maybe 35 or 40. But it's 2006 blend from Spain. Doesn't really say anything on the back of it. Imported by European sellers. A importer I don't usually follow, so it's an Eric Solomon brand, so I know he makes some good stuff. I believe it's a blend too. A blend doesn't say what the grapes are on the back. We do have this in my store, so I'll be updating on my video what the exact blend is. But I'm not sure offhand. But it is a more higher end wine. I have had it before, so I am coming into this a little biased, but it's a great wine, and I want you all to really try it. From a coloring standpoint, barely can make it out. It's not completely opaque. Red kind of on the rim, on the edges there, getting to become a more deeper red, purple sort of hue in the middle, maybe a red hue. Probably not purple, but it is sort of like maybe like a dark cherry color, dark cherry red color. Oh, wow. I did write notes for my log, so I'm going to read you what I gathered from my log. Dark berries, there is like a dark cherry. Wow. Big dark berries. A little bit of that dark red cherry as well. There's some good spices. There's some good herbness going on in here. Actually, like a green pepper, a little bit of tomato, some light spices, some like anise. A little bit of black pepper going on. Kind of want to also get a little bit of oak characteristic as well. There's a little bit of oak going on, a little bit of wood characteristic, maybe a touch of leather. Really big nose. Now, you got to be careful with this wine. I do want to let you know. Some of this wine you really need to decant. Actually, you really should decant it. Some of it might be slightly corked. I have had a couple bottles, well, not a couple bottles, but we've opened a couple bottles I've tried from, and one wasn't exactly, I wouldn't say it had gone bad. I mean, I would still drink it, but definitely was not, it definitely was off. It was slightly corked. So you do want to be careful with this wine. That if you're having trouble getting the bottle open, then you may have a bad bottle. This doesn't mean that it's bad, but that doesn't mean that you're getting what you should be getting. So, and Bob, this is I think this might be a Reserva, maybe even Grand Reserva. So long oak aging process. I can tell you that right now. But anyway, getting on to the taste profile. Wow. Really nice dark berries. And there's that dark cherry. Ooh, there's like a nice little vanilla and chocolate kick going on there. So you definitely get a little bit of that oak. A little plum. Get like definitely that dark cherry. A little bit blackberry, plum. Maybe like a dark raspberry as well. A little bit of that spiciness. That nice oak on there as well. Really started to smooth and really nice sort of drier on the finish. Very, very decent finish, actually, if you can get the bottle correctly. Decent finish. And there's really no big burn aftertaste. There is that slight bit of spice on there, as I mentioned. A slight little oakness on there. And even for a heavier alcohol, 14%, you do get that initially on the sip, but afterwards it really just kind of finishes out, and it's just a really, really nice finish. I'll do one more sip and see really to give a good synopsis. Compared to my own from a while ago. Yeah, so a little bit of earth on there as well. Really that nice blackberry, that nice cherry, slightly tart at the start, plum, really fine tannins, really, at least in this bottle. So like I said, you need to make sure you get the right bottle. Definitely that herbaceous spice as well, herbaceous taste. A little bit of coffee in there now. I mentioned chocolate, maybe like that chocolate vanilla. Maybe there's some tobacco as well. A little bit of that oak wood tobacco. I rated this a 4, only because the one bottle we had definitely was different than the bottle that was actually supposed to be the good bottle. So I kind of took that into account. I mean, this one definitely holds up to the good bottle. But like I said, I think knowing that this is not, that there are bottles out there like this that aren't the greatest, you kind of have to take a look at that. You have to also take a look at the age. 11 years later, I mean, did this wine, I mean, it probably could go on another few years, but I say just kind of drink it now, see how you like it. Just like decant it, air it out, and you'll be good. I mean, just make the perfect pairing, or even just drink it by itself. So, I mean, I kind of give it a 4 just because there are things that play off of this. And you need to make sure that you get the right one. But other than that, it is still a very good wine. I would probably give it 4.5 if it wasn't for the fact that just there are bottles out there that are just going to be semi-corked, and just you won't get the true potential. So that's why I say 4, because be on the lookout. But other than that, it's still a very great wine. I'm a little tired. We just had a big event in my store today, so try to do the best I could this review. I do have quite a few more coming up. I know I've been lagging a little bit, but I like to really only review wines I think are the greatest ones. And of course, you can always check out my Vivino profile. I always try to put them in my videos. I have been not doing that, but I'll make sure I try to get my Vivino link on this video in the description, so you all can go and check out what I lately have been drinking. I mean, I try to do reviews that are 3.5 and more, but sometimes I'm just like, it might be a 3.5, it might be a 4-star, but is it enough? I mean, is it a 4-star because it's good and there's no qualms, or is it 4-star worthy that I'm like, I want to share this? Because I can rate wines 4 stars, and even at work, I sample wine all the time, so I can't really do a review on that as well. But as far as the wines that I own, if I like it enough that I think it's a great wine to review, then I will. Other than that, I just drink, review, or sample and review. And unfortunately at work, I only have samples like this, so I can't really, just be like, oh, I gotta go do a review real quick. So, but anyway, just babbling on and on and on. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.